Vis Divide is an innovative new solution in cable deployment. It's a segmented, rigid HDPE conduit that offers a distinct advantage over traditional HDPE conduit. Vis Divide provides dedicated pathways for the placement of more than one cable in a single conduit without cable-over-cable damage. For end users, Vis Divide provides efficiency and ease of deployment, thus saving space, easing cable replacement, and can reduce the size of directional bores. For companies, it helps lower long-term costs of projects by increasing conduit capacity and lowering operational costs, including boring and trenching, transportation, and replacement. Vis Divide is an excellent choice for companies updating and installing new communication networks. This Vis Divide installation took place in LaGrange, Georgia. Installing Vis Divide is very similar to installing traditional HDPE conduit. The following example is from a horizontal directional drilling application. For pulling Vis Divide through the bore, a compression pulling eye is optimal. If one is not available, we recommend a carrot with a swivel. A carrot without a swivel is acceptable. However, it is crucial to follow the twist procedure outlined in this video if not using a swivel. When preparing the Vis Divide for the pull, first you will need to ensure that you have a minimum of 4 feet of extra pull tape, or approximately a foot of pull tape for every 100 feet of Vis Divide in each cell. Next, cut the fabric liner away from the conduit walls about 2 to 3 inches into the pipe. You will then stuff the excess pull tape into each cell individually, making sure to leave approximately 12 inches outside of the pipe. Connect the pull tape to the eyelet of the carrot using a clinch or slip knot. Then twist the carrot counterclockwise for at least 15 revolutions to prevent tearing of the fabric. Screw the carrot into the pipe using a clockwise rotation. Next, attach the swivel to the drill bit. Attach the carrot to the swivel. Pulling Vis Divide back through the bore works just like pulling traditional HDPE conduit. As the pipes are removed from the bore, the Vis Divide is placed in it. Once the Vis Divide has been placed in the bore, it will be necessary to cut the Vis Divide from the reel. If the tape is too tight, you may need to make another cut 2 to 3 feet back to allow for slack in the pull tapes. Always cut in a circular motion to avoid cutting the pull tapes. Do this before cutting the pull tapes. You want to have about 3 to 4 feet of pull tape slack. It is absolutely critical that you tape the pull tape to the conduit to ensure it stays in place. Be sure to tape both sides of the cut. To remove the carrot from the bore entry side, cut the Vis Divide about 12 to 18 inches behind the carrot using the same circular motion to ensure you don't cut the pull tapes. Remove the excess pull tape that was pushed into the conduit before the carrot was attached and tape it to the outside of the pipe. Once again, if you don't have the excess pull tape you need, you can go back 2 to 3 feet and cut the conduit without cutting the pull tapes and pull out excess. There are several options for preparing the cable for pulling. We will demonstrate 3 of them. The first option, and the one that we recommend, is using a half-hitch knot on the end of the cable. Tie a simple square knot using pull tape on the cable. Then make 3 or 4 half hitches to the end of the cable. Use electrical tape to secure the pull tape to the cable at the knot. It is not necessary to tape all the way to the end of the cable, but you will want to use more tape over your last half hitch and to the end of the cable. You want to try to round off the end of the cable with the tape as much as possible to prevent it from getting caught as it goes through the channel. Another option that we recommend for preparing the cable is to use a fabric grip. Once the grip is placed on the cable and secured with adhesive tape, tie a bowline knot to give you a header to attach cable to. Once you have tied the bowline knot, use the tape to wrap and secure the knot. The third option for preparing the cable is to use a Kellam's grip for attaching the pull tape to the cable. This works on the same principle as the fabric grip. Push onto the cable until the tip of the grip meets the end of the cable. Since it is a metal mesh structure, you will want to use electrical tape to wrap the entire grip all the way to the end. In this particular installation, handholds were placed at both ends after the Vis Divide was placed in the bore. When you are ready to pull the cable into the conduit, it may be necessary to initially guide it into the Vis Divide channel. Once the cable has been pulled, you now have an empty channel that can be used right away for another cable or saved for future expansion. In this installation, we pulled 2 cables into the Vis Divide during the initial install. For more information about Vis Divide or any of our other innovative products, please contact us at 706-880-5402 or visit our website at visisthefuture.com.